Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Thursday, September 26th, 2013. Thank you all for tuning in. Let's jump right into the charts here. We'll start off with the S&P 500 E-mini futures. This is the Z contract. You're going to see that the futures right now are trading higher by about 4 points, so a decent little move higher. The markets have struggled the past 5 days, so there is always a chance that the markets are going to try to squeak out a gain, but right now they are not looking very, very strong at the moment. When you look across the pond last night, or I should say this morning, you're going to see that most of the European markets are lower, with the FTSE MIB, which is the Milan market, down about 1.5%. So that's a pretty good decline in the Italian stock market. I know normally we don't make that much out of it, but whenever I see one of the European markets showing a bigger than normal sell-off, you want to take note of it. The German DAX is doing fine. That's only down about 0.1%. The London FTSE 100 is flat. Remember, England can print their own money. But I am seeing problems in Italy. Italy is down around 1.4% right now, with the rest of the major indexes in Europe being flat. So there's definitely an issue there. So we'll see if anything is made out of it or anything comes to light of it. I'm not really sure how it's going to play out. Now, the other thing I want to point out is last night in the Asian markets, you had a mixed tape. You had the Nikkei 225 index, which is Japan. They were higher by 1.2%, but the Shanghai index was down by nearly 2%. So be careful there. Shanghai pulling back. That is usually going to be a negative for anything in the base metals. It's usually going to be a negative for anything in that makes iron ore or Cleveland Cliffs type stocks like that. So you want to be a little bit careful there. The Shanghai falling last night as sharply as it did, that usually is a negative. If we take a look at the Shanghai chart last night, and it's been very, very overbought, but here you can see it. Pretty good fall last night, so that's a pretty good decline, falling below the moving averages again, and that's usually going to be a negative for a lot of the metals, base metals, especially iron ore. So keep that in mind today when you're trading in the charts. Next thing we want to talk about is a few stocks out here today that had some news. One of them is JBL. JBL is the ticker symbol, JBL Circuits. The stock this morning, if we go to the intraday action, you can see is trading down to around 23.20. Closed yesterday at around 24 bucks. So it's down a little bit, but it was down a lot more. Could retest those lows. We'll have some gap levels for you. If you want those, they'll be posted up in the chat room around 9 a.m. Looking at a few other equities that are also under pressure today is Hertz. So the car rental company, I believe, cut its full year guidance. Stock is trading right now at around $23 a share. We're going to have some gap levels for that one as well. But Hertz is getting hit, and it's hurting this morning. So again, you want to watch for that as well. So we'll have some nice gap plays, I think, out here this morning, and we'll just see how this market trades. Another stock that's really getting shellacked this morning is JCPenney's. JCPenney's traded down to around below $9, has caught a good little bid, but right now it is trading at $9.89, down from yesterday's close of around $10.12. I believe there is some news out right now saying JCPenney is trying to secure $1 billion loan. I don't know, what we can make out of it, but the stock is getting a bid. This stock will be in play all day today, so you want to watch this one. JCPenney's was getting hit earlier, now catching a pretty good bid. The stock has actually bounced $1 off of the morning lows. So this is another one that'll be in play today. It'll be something that we'll watch throughout the day in the chat room, and if we get the right trade set up, we'll take it for JCPenney's, but just something to watch for. Another stock out here is Bed Bath Beyond, BBBY. Very, very good move. Stock is approaching all-time highs. I think traders want to be a little bit careful with it up here. If we isolate some patterns, this could be another play in the chat room a little bit later today. So these are some of the things that we're looking at. We also have a few more things on our radar. We have about 5 stocks that are on our gap list for this morning, so that should be pretty decent. Hopefully we could hit 1 or 2 of those. to set the tone for the day. But either way, this is what we're dealing with. This is what we're looking at. Again, you want to be a little bit on the guarded side today just because we are seeing Italy under pressure, down 1.4% in the European markets. U.S. economic news, I believe there's news at 10 o'clock in the morning. You're also going to have some Fed governors give some speeches today. I don't know if we can make much out of it, but I think we have speeches at 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock by the Fed governors. But watch for the 10 o'clock news pending home sales data. Again, I don't think the market really cares about it. Earlier today, we had the weekly jobless claims. I don't think the market really cares about that either. I think the market just cares about, is the Federal Reserve going to continue to print money and keep this market inflated? That's the bottom line. We'll leave it there, short and sweet. I want to wish everybody a great trading day. Right now, the futures are up about 4 points. I'll see everybody on the charts a little bit later. Take care now.